This is part 3 of this sort of kitchen scene. In part 1, I modeled these chairs, and I provided the diagram, the reference image to do that. And then in part 2, I modeled the table, and I also provided the reference diagram for that. And I just slapped some colors on them and put them and sort of like looked like they were in a room. And I decided that I want to go further with this, but I'm going to go more for something like this. I'm going to change some colors and materials and fix up the room a bit, and we'll add some, little things hanging on the wall, and maybe we'll do some kind of a floor or whatever. So this is a beginner-ish tutorial, because that's kind of where I am. And we're just going to do this for fun. So if you're interested in that, then follow along. And so this is where I basically left off. I've just gotten rid of any lights and any materials, and I've got the table, and I've got 3 chairs, and it's already pretty high poly. I think in a previous video, by the way, I've joined all the parts, but I think I had gone through and reduced the subdivisions to 1, and I figured that's just fine. It's still very high poly, but that's fine. We're just going to make a nice static render. So I'm going to work on this now. So what I'll do is I'm going to select this face, and I'm going to pull it back a ways to lengthen the room out. And let's grab this edge and see about that. And then we got, let's go down to the floor here. Let's grab this edge, pull it into there. I actually also want to pull it forward, give myself more room this way. So I'm going to pull it a nice distance forward that way. And then this one, I'll bring it forward. There's that kind of thing, so we can get the camera, and I can pull back with the camera and adjust the view. Let's also, now the camera view, let's take this face here, let's pull it out a good amount, and for now I'll just grab this edge, although I'll be cutting into that in a minute, we'll see. And the floor, out to there. All right, so let's say that's my room, and then I'm going to cut this, and we'll make that area in here. It might be hard, it might look like this wall is a continuation, but it really does go down here, the length of this, and this post are at the same position, side by side kind of thing. So we'll put some more stuff in there, maybe something right here, so it looks, you get a sense of depth. So that's what I want to do, right? So I want to create that area. Okay. So the way I'll do that is, am I on this object? And what object am I on? There, this object. I'm going to go into edit mode, and let me just have another look here. Okay, so the wall does continue all the way back there. All right. Well, we will take this, and we'll open it up like that. And then I'm going to hit, is this one in the same? Yeah, they're both. Okay. So I'm going to hit E to extrude, and I'm going to pull them back. And I'll just hit F to close that off. We'll see how far back we want to bring that. And then back to the floor. Grabbing that edge and just pulling it under. All right, let's have another look in camera view. Okay, I think I need to go back further and bring this wall out more as well. So we can do all that for sure. Bring the floor out further first of all. And then this guy here, let's take this face and pull it down like that. I'll put the table and chairs over here. Take this and pull it quite a distance back like that. Okay, hopefully that's good like that. All right, cool. Let's get out of there, and let's reposition these. Let's grab the whole thing, and let's rotate Z 90. Pull it into here. Yeah, like that. So those can go there, and we can start working on the rest of it. All right, so what to do next? Well, let's start working on this trim. It is geometry, so it's not an image map or anything. So what I'll do is I'll select this face here, Shift S, cursor to selected, and I'll just bring in a plane, rotate X 90, pull it over here so I can work on it a bit better, and out. Let's go into edit mode. I should pull it down a bit. Let's grab, say, this edge, pull it down to about the floor. Okay, something like that. Let's put 2 edge loops. So Control R, roll my mouse up, accept, and then scale in the X. Maybe to there. I'm going to grab these edges again, and I'm going to pull them in quite close, scale in the X. So I'm going to be arraying this like that, and then I'll grab this face. Let's zoom in on that with the period key, and extrude out just a little bit, like that. All right, let's see what this would look like if it was arrayed. I'll bring it over to the wall though here. About there. Let's try to array this in the X at 1 and bring up the count. That might be a bit wide. Yeah, that looks a bit wide to me. So I'm going to go into edit mode. I'm going to select it and I'm going to go scale in the X. I'm going to pull it in like that, I think. And then we'll increase the count there. Okay, I'll scale it all in the X a little bit smaller. And then I'll have a post in there. That'll be all right. Okay. So yeah, we'll do that. And do I need to put a bevel on it? I'm not sure how good it'll look. Let's try it. I don't know that that's all that noticeable anyhow. It just smooths it a tiny bit. Before I copy that, let's see what it's like with a post here. So I'll go into the walls, and in edge selection I'll select that and Shift S, cursor to selected, bring the 3D cursor there. So when I bring in a cube, it'll show up right there. Going to edit mode, I'm just going to hit S to scale it. All right, and I'll scale this in the Z. So it goes into the floor. I'll grab the top face and bring it up. And let's have a look at that. All right, so we go like that. That's okay with me. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, Shift D, and I'm going to bring it over here until it's looking top view. I think I'm going to put on, is ambient occlusion on? That'll help me. Yeah, it is on. All right, never mind. All right, well that's fine. That's good enough as it is anyhow. Actually, I think it could come out a bit. I'm gonna put one there. Shift D. I'm gonna slide it down here, and we'll see. Maybe like that. I don't think I'm gonna see that back corner. So, well, actually, I do from that angle, but I was really thinking of doing it kind of like this, that angle like that. So I'm not going to put one there for now. All right, so let's take this. What do I want to build? Yeah, we'll take that. I'm not going to apply it, so I'm just going to go Shift D. I'll move it out. And rotate Z 90 in the negative. I'm going to slap it onto here. And we'll just double check that we're close to the wall. see. Okay, so it extends out. Depending on how far, I could chop a few of those off. Let me see which way it's going to go. It's the bevel. All right, that's all right. I'm debating if I want to put one in behind here or not. I'm not sure if I do. I might want one back here though. Yeah, let's try that. Shift D, rotate Z 90. I think that's the right way. Let's get the camera view. And bring it back. Probably will put that post there. All right, let's reduce the count a bit. Okay, so it doesn't quite make it, right? So I'll do that. And this side's really not going to be seen, so I'm going to focus on this side more. I'm thinking this maybe has to come out a bit. Okay. So is this. Okay, yeah, that's all right. Maybe I will just take that. Just to be complete. All right, and you see it like that. Okay, next I'll start with this one here. I'll select the top face of this. If I can, there we go. Shift S, cursor to selected, and I'm going to bring in a cube there. Shift A, mesh cube, and in edit mode, let's just hit scale. Bring it out though. Let's scale this in the Z. Like that. Let's see how far it goes. Scale it in the Y. I just want to put the upper edge part. Let's try this. I think I may want those things out further. I want that to go into it. Let's try this. That kind of way. On the other hand, this is going to go back. That's going. What's weird? What's going on here? How did that end up getting bent? Out of shape. Yeah, let's start again on that. That was weird. Doesn't matter. Yeah, it's doing it again. Is it? Is it or not? It's just an illusion. It's just an illusion. So many illusions. Selected all, scale in the Z. I don't know what I'm thinking. Maybe this wall is not straight. Scale in the Y. All right. Let's get out. Let's. Yeah, there's something screwy. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, there we go. So we figured it out. We figured out what the problem is. I don't know how that happened. We're just gonna grab those in the scale Y0, and we'll be good to go. Good to go. Ah, much better. I'm not going to delete any ends or anything yet at this point. Let's just make sure that's all good. And actually, It's too thick still. Scale in the Z. And are we pretty much down? And we're pretty much... Okay, that's great. Okay, let's put a bevel on that. And I'll reduce that. We'll try smoothing. Okay, let's try this elsewhere in another position. Shift D, let's just bring it forward and over here. Probably should have a pillar there, but I don't think it matters that much. I'm not going to see that. So that should be at the same height. Let's just grab the end of it here. I can put some edge loops to fix this up. Okay, so I get a bit of room there. I may want to pull these forward just a small amount. Okay. Well, before I do go any further, let's have a look at that. If I did put an edge loop, I could have done two of them, I suppose. Here. I should clear up a little bit of the smoothing issues, if I had any to start with. Of course, maybe it would have been a good idea to do that later. So I'll grab that, Shift D, rotate Z 90 in the negative. I'll take that, Control plus, and I'll just bring it up to around here, depending on where I put my camera. How's that? All right, a little bit different than the diagram, but that's probably all right. Just looking at this, and the distance I've got here between where this upper trim is and then that versus on this side. That's pretty similar. I don't think I'm gonna have a problem. And I'm not putting it there because it's not gonna be seen. And I put some furniture in front of there, and I don't think I want that there. All right. Yeah, I could live with that for the time being, as I always say. All right, let's do a little shelf of sorts. You know, we'll do it. Just do that. Do it there. Shift A. We can use a plane. Let's scale this in the X and in the Y. A bit like that. It's really simple stuff, guys. Really simple stuff. That. Control N to flip the polys. That might be it for that part. Let's put a bevel on it. Just like that, and smooth it. Put a couple of edge loops on it. Scale it in the X, I guess it was. We should do it. And we'll do something underneath it. Scale that in the Z a bit thicker. We'll put something else underneath it. Okay, so what do I got? That's my main scene without the walls. I'm going to take all this stuff and move it to the first layer. So I got all my stuff there, and this layer I just got the camera. Doesn't even need to be on another layer. But I want to work on this layer here. Actually, I'm going to take this. I'm going to move that to this layer here and work on it there. All right, Shift S, cursor to selected, and we'll focus in on that. All right. Front view. Actually, side view will be better for this. Okay, Shift A, I'm going to bring in another plane, rotate Y 90, and we'll make something. I don't know exactly what I'm going to make. Let's select it and scale it down. And this will disattach, sort of attach to the wall, I guess. Nail into that, whatever. Let's do an edge loop there, an edge loop, I don't know, here. What am I doing? I want to do a circle thing. Almost should have a circle there to help me. Or we can put one down here. Shift S, cursor to selected. Shift A, circle. Rotate X 90. No. Rotate Y 90, of course. And I'm just trying to think about if this could help me out. Okay, let's try this. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 3, 4. Let's do that. We're just messing around. I'm just sort of tracing out the circle a bit. I think it's upside down, no? Rotate Y 180. Yeah, that's better. Like that, eh? Something like that. Alright, so. Okay, so now what we shall do is we'll grab that actually and pull it over there. I'll put another one here. And 2 of them here. And then we'll see just, if I just bevel this, is there any chance we'd get something nice enough to use? Probably wouldn't matter. But I'll try a subdivision surface. And I might just go with 1. All right, because it's not going to be overly visible. Let's put an edge loop up here. And here. And here. So we'll go with that. From this side, that side, yeah. Okay, connecting to the wall, let's say. Okay, just getting a sense if that seems big enough. Let's scale this in the X. Okay, now let's just apply rotation scale. Okay, let's select that. Cursor selected, select that. And mirror with respect to that. Positioning okay. Okay, so what I need to do is make this smaller to fit more like that and thinner. I also need an edge loop here and there. Okay, and what I'll do is, was that just a bevel? I'm going to apply that bevel, and I am going to apply the subdivision surface and the mirror. I'm going to join these. Make sure I got that, and I'm going to move it back to this first layer, and we'll have a look at it. So that's going to go into the wall. Kind of like that. Cool. All right. I'm just wondering if I want to maybe scale in the Y and make it a bit bigger coming out of the wall. So say I put one there, and I'll put one on the other side here. Shift D, rotate Z 90 in the minus. Zoom in on this. And what about if I put one back here, just for now, as I always say, for now. And that's what we get. I don't know about this one. Okay. So now what we need to do is quickly and simply model a little canister. We'll go with this one. Let's move this again. It just makes it easier. And let's zoom in on that. And the cursor's already selected there, right? All right, let's bring in a cylinder. But let's make it to like 22 and nothing for the fill. Let's scale it down. Make this one kind of big-ish. May not have to put any kind of bottom on it. Let me just do that. And don't even really need to close it, but I will. I am. No, I'm not going to close the top. I take it back. I am going to close the bottom. You know what I could do? I could just, to make it easier, I'll just flip it around. Because I'll put a solidify on this. So that's good. This is the bottom. I could have kept that. E and Alt M merged center. What did I just do? Alt M. Oh, merge it last. Yeah. Great stuff. All right. Let's set origin to geometry. Let's flip this. Rotate X 180. Put it down here. Let's do solidify on this. I'll just bring it up like that. Let's say we apply that. Let's try smoothing it. I'll put another edge loop there to help tame that smoothing. Maybe I mean, I could do subdivision surface. I just bevel. I don't need to do much because I'm going to have a lid on this. And it's going to be viewed from pretty far back like that. So, okay, so what I'll do to make the lid is I'll just grab one of these edges. I'll take this edge, Shift D, P to make a new object of it. So there, I've got that. Set the origin to geometry. I'm just bring it up so you can see it's an edge. I'll select it and I'm going to go hit E to extrude and bring it up. Select it, Control N to flip the polys, grab that edge. I'm just going to do the same kind of thing. E and S, E and S, E and Alt M, merge at center. Didn't that work before? I could make it a small bit bigger, scale Shift Z, like that, and there's no inside, right? So I'll do a solidify on that as well. All right, that's good enough. Shift and click that edge and I'll bevel this. Few. I think I'll actually move that edge up and I'll bevel the bottom too. Control B, like that. Just a couple of. I will move this edge down That'll help me, and I'll probably put one more there. You know, like that. Although that lid might have to be taller. Scale in his head, maybe. And with that selected, we'll also do, what should I do? Cylinder again. Yeah. Just to make it top. I might even just close it with a face. How horrible of me. And bevel. Like that. Select it all, Control N just in case. And smooth. You know, when I would get that kind of thing, I'll make that bigger though, scale that in the Z. I'm in object mode, but I don't care. You know, and then I would just join these all together. I just want to have a look at the bottom there. Yeah, I may not like that. So I will take that edge and I'll bevel. And it'll just help the smoothing. And it'll just maybe look a little bit better. So that could go there. Which one is that? Oh, let's get out of there. Let's take both of these and move them back to the first layer. Okay, so I'm going to take this one, bring it over here, Shift D. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go S.8. Did I hit 0.8? What did I hit? Yeah, I did. Scale it down. And I'll put that there. Maybe just change the position a bit. And I'm going to bring one of the big ones and put on the table. Copy it. And polys are going to be up there again, of course. And roughly middle of the table. Front view. I probably should, maybe I shouldn't have joined those, the lid and the body of that yet. It might be easier for materials, but it's okay. I'm going to have a lot of these sitting around. I'll take the small one and I'll put it over here. Shift D. Let's go to top view. And one, I guess. Maybe I won't put one back there yet. Let's see how that's looking. Cute. Let's model something for the back here. All right, just some kind of a cabinet of some sort. All right. So let's see. Can I select that pillar? And oh yeah, I want to put a bevel on these. Forgot about that. Should I do 2? Why not, eh? No, that looks okay. And so the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to select one that doesn't have the bevel on it and one that does. I'm going to go Control L and choose modifiers. And the same bevel should go on to this one. And I guess I could do that. I could do a bunch of them. So I'll select this one, Shift and click this one, and then Shift and click this one, and then go Control L modifier. So they should all get it. Yep. And did I do what I wanted to do with this? I guess I did, eh? Let's see how that's looking. Okay. Yeah, so let's build that little cabinet. So anyways, what I wanted to do was select this and this, and then if I go Shift S cursor to select it, my 3D cursor will go right in between them. So I'm bringing a cube. All right. And I'll start with it on the ground. Close to it. And let's see. Let's scale this in the Y. I want it almost, yeah, like that kind of, and coming out a bit more, I think a little deeper, and then up. It's what you want to do. I suppose you'd be looking at reference for this, but I have some cupboards here, and then what we'll do is I'll do that in a minute. I'll go Control R and I'll take the back of this. I guess the whole back. I guess I'll extrude that up a ways. Oh, did I want a countertop on this? Hang on, I think I might want a top on this, right? Do I want to E to extrude? How about scale Y a bit? And how's about just taking the edge and pulling it out? Like that. No, then I have to, yeah, okay. And then E, bringing it up like this. I don't know if that's enough to grab that edge and bevel. Might look nice just cut, but yeah, I guess it's all right. All right, anyways, let's do that back part. So Control R. Oh, shit. Yeah, okay. All right, we'll do that in a minute. Okay, so the way I'm going to do this part is I'm going to select it. No, I'm not. What I am going to do, though, is I'm going to take this whole, I'm going to go Shift-H to isolate that. And we will go into edit mode, and I'm going to put the drawers in, the cupboards. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's going to be good, like that. And then I'm just going to go select each face. I'm going to hit I for inset twice, I, and pull into. Yeah, that's fine. And then extrude these out to make the doors, and that's going to be it. Yeah, unless I want to do something on the bottom, but I don't think I need to. So it would look like that. And these are all drawers. I'll put a handle on them. So would the handle go there? Or would it go on that side? It would go on this side, right? Let's do that right now. I could just bring in another cube right here. Let's scale it down. Pretty small. I can build it right on this one and move it to the other ones. Let's zoom in with the period key and look from the side. Which side? That side. Well, if I'm doing that, I might as well bring it down here and get it roughly centered. Let's scale this in the Y. And we'll scale it in the X. And then we'll scale it in the Z like that. And for these, I'm thinking of just something real simple. Put 2 edge loops, scale them in the Z. Grab this centerpiece, E, and pull it out like that. And set the origin to geometry, and then rotate it around. Rotate Z 180, and just push it onto the door. But then we'll have a look at this again. I'll select it and I'll scale this in the Y a bit thinner. And we'll go ahead and we'll put a bevel on this and adjust the bevel till we like it. We'll try smoothing, and we'll put in a few edge loops. I don't want to lose the bevel, but just to adjust the smoothing. That one may have, like that. You know, I haven't been deleting faces, but let's say I put one there, and I'm just doing it by eye. I'm not arraying it. Does that make sense, having them all like that? as opposed to 2, 4, 6, one there and one in the middle. Let me just try and see what this would look like. Two like opposing doors there, and then two there. I don't think I like that as much. Yeah, that looks neater. All right. So I can't cut through here, right? Oh, I can. I'll take it back. So we'll take this piece here like that and select these polys. And I will extrude them up like that. Just extrude them up to, say, there. I'm just thinking a bit if I can build the whole thing as one. Actually, I think I can. Well, no, that'd be weird, but I can probably build it like this and build it out. Like that, and then just take the faces. Just how far? Maybe I can just go like that, a bit different. Is this what I want to be doing? 2, 4, and then, oh, I don't know about this. That's not what I want to be doing. Just inset a little bit more, like that. E to extrude, bring it back. Let's look from the side. Let's look from the front in wireframe. Pull it back like that. Look at it again. Let's have a look at that. Jeez. That is a monster. I think it needs to be taller. You know, in order to hold anything. In wireframe, I'm going to select these vertices and pull them up. And then I will, I guess, just select these two faces, and I'll do Shift-S cursor selected to bring the 3D cursor in between. And I'm just going to Shift-A, bring it a plane. I'll scale this in the Y till it touches this at the end, you know, like that kind of thing. Scale it in the X. I want it to go to the back, but it doesn't have to come right to the front. There's so many different ways of doing these things. And I'll grab that edge, just pull it out more, not too far. And then I'll grab this face and we'll extrude it down. And select it all and flip in the polys just to see if that works out. That's really big. Boy. A little bit different than what I had before, but we can work with that. All right, we need to divide this, divide and conquer, don't we? Can I just bevel that out like this? Yeah, and then extrude out. How ugly would that be? Or is it not coming out equally, or is it? Am I nuts? Where? One. Oh, it's not, is it? Oh, that's because I got that back part. What did I do that for? Yeah, I knew something was weird. It's just those parts. Alright, I'm just messing around here. I do that, and then I might have a weird point on it, you know, but yeah, that might have been not the best way to do it. That's ugly, isn't it? Do I have one at the back or anything? Yeah, they're all over the place. Oh, it's a shame. Don't do it this way. Don't do it this way. Merge it first. I should get rid of that transform tool. It's in the way, the gizmo, whatever. It's a lot of work what I'm doing here, extra work, and I don't know that I've done a nice job of this. Is that it, or did I miss the whole other layer up here? Yes, there's probably other ways of doing this, what I'm doing right here, but this is the way I'm doing it, so I don't care. Did I put a face on the other one and then subdivide? I hope I did. I may have skipped some steps somewhere. Oh well. Okay, so let's say it was like that. You had lots of room to put stuff in there. Tons of room. Damn. Okay. Is smoothing? Yeah, they're smoothing. Alright, well, let's try that. Okay, and let's try so you're really seriously not going to let me bevel this? Yeah. Alright, doesn't really matter now. Rotate Y90. Let's make some little doors for this. Scale this in the Z. I probably shouldn't have built it as one piece. I can almost guarantee that I shouldn't have done that. Make it pretty thin. Control N. And see, this piece I'd be able to bevel. Because I didn't screw around. Well, I'm going to make this glass anyhow. Okay, let me just think for a second. If I want that in there, let's hide that. Then I got to bring this shelf back a bit. To have that. And that'll be all right. That'll be okay. And what I'll do for this, I think. Let's get rid of everything else. Shift H, my way of doing it. Cursor selected as well, by the way. I think I want to do like a groove in it, if I can. Let's scale these into Y. I'll put another 2, like that. Actually, this one maybe should be. And I was just thinking of just this. Didn't come through, did it? Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll angle this. It's not going to be visible, though. Scale in the Z. Scale in the Y. Oh, that didn't take the bevel off too much. The smoothing is all weird now. Okay, what we'll do is we'll just quickly throw in edge loops and we'll see if we get it back. And if not, we just won't do it this way. That's right, there's a lot of edge loops there. kidding me. That's a door? You are kidding me. No, that can't be a door. So what we'll do is I'll do that. This is fun, isn't it? What did I do? Shift H. No, why is that? Why am I having problems here? There. Okay, so I got an edge loop there. That's cool. We're just going to do that. We are, did I cut it? Is that what I did? Yeah. All right, and then I'm going to bring back that other stuff, and then I got that door, and I'm going to just do this, Shift D. I'm going to try this anyhow. And have that, and we'll just go in. Got a whole bunch of doors on here. That's kind of cool. Let's do Shift D, rotate X 180. I'll do it that way. Really? Really? They don't fit? Well, they can be different lengths. You know, why not? Why not? Sorry if this is going weirdly. I'm having fun and all, but it is going weirdly. Okay. Well, that's different. All right, with that being the case, how about opening one of these guys? I'll just Shift S cursor to select it, and I'll switch my 3D cursor to there, and I'm going to rotate in the Z and swing it open. Rotate in the Z. No, do I not have it still? There it is. I don't want to look in on rotate in the Z. Let's open it a bit more like that. Yeah, that piece. Okay, let's work on some materials for this stuff. The first one we're going to do really simply is I'm going to select those and go to materials and click new. And of course I'm in cycles render, and I am going to choose glass. And I'm going to label it glass. And it's going to be as simple as that. So this piece is glass, this piece, glass. We'll see if we need to do more with this glass later. Okay, so that's going to be glass. Let's do some other easy ones. These canisters, all right? This top part, I'm going to select that top face, and I'm going to go Control plus until I get the entire. How about Control L? Will that give me any more? Oh, why can't I go further on here? All right, so what I'll do is I'm going to select this row, and I'm going to go Control plus this way. Okay, and then I'm going to Shift select that, and I'll do Control plus that way. You know, I think I'm going to break it apart. P, make it a new object. Okay, so I've got that. All right, I'm going to go new, and for this one, I'm just going to go glossy, and that's going to be metal. All right, so this one, what I'll do here, I might do the same thing. I might want to separate them out. So I'm going to select that, Control plus, until I can't go any further, and this face and Control plus till I can't go any further. P, separate by selection. All right, and metal. Save. I got just one more, so do it again. I should have done it the first time. Okay, Control plus, or can I just Control L that one? Can I Control L that one? Oh, how about that faster, right? Okay, well, sometimes. Object, I got that. Metal. Okay. For this thing, let's go ahead into the node editor, slide the view across, T and T to close those, switch this view to node editor. All right, and to close that, click on new to start a new default material. And this is going to be real simple, I'm telling you. Shift A, shader mix, click it in there. Shift A, shader glossy, put it down there. Connect that to that, and I'm going to make this red, but darker. And I'm going to make this red as well, but lighter. I think. No, maybe I'll leave it as white for now. Now, if I do that, Shift Z, I'm not going to see a heck of a lot yet, and I might want to change that. Okay. Yeah, I am going to be changing that. I take it back, so I can do it right over here under my glossy. I'm going to switch that to red, and I want to have a look at my at this here. I'm also going to change this to 0. I'm going to try 0.1. Okay. I might go more. 0.05. I might even do it that way. We'll see. It's sort of a plasticky. That is, I'll just call it red. How about that? Pretty convincing, eh? That piece, red, that piece, red. Let's get a camera view. I realize I didn't touch the guy on the table, did I? All right, well, I'm gonna have to do you. So I'm gonna select the piece and go Control L, and select another piece and Control L, P to make it a new object, and you're gonna get the metal, and you are gonna get the red. We'll see how that metal works. And of course, over here, these handles, they're going to be metal. Yeah, I'm going to go with that for now. Metal. 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 Metal, and one more. Okay, now I can switch over to material and we can start seeing some stuff happening, although that might be a little confusing. Let's try taking the walls, right? That's all the walls. Make a new material. I'm just going to go with diffuse for now. Let's go with a yellow like that. Let's take these, new material, and let's do a mix shader. I'm just doing what I could do in the node editor right here. Diffuse. Let's bring it down a little bit. And we'll do glossy as well. That's probably going to be too much. We'll do that, and let's try this. And let's call this, no, we'll call it trim. And this one, that's probably not the right settings that I want to use. No. This one. You can select other objects and do Control L and materials. Okay, I think I got everything that I wanted to trim on. Okay, here's one thing I think I'm going to do for lighting. I think I'm going to boost the world and make it lighter and use that as part of my lighting source. You know, like that. That's too much, of course. All right. Yeah, I want it whiter. Okay, let's shut that for a second. Let's take the floor and let's just make it diffuse dark gray for now. Okay. Okay. Not that dark though. More like that. And we'll figure out if I'm going to do something with that later. Okay, let's have a look at this stuff here. The chair and tables and stuff. Very simple again. Let's get our camera view though. I'll muck that up. Okay, let's come over here to the node editor. And let's add a new material. And we are going to have the same kind of setup. Mix shader. And glossy. And we're going to make this sort of a dark brown. Is that dark brown or is it more red? Like that. I'm going to leave that white for now. And I'm going to come up to input for now, and I'm going to leave the default values, and I click that in there. And let's hit the camera view. Actually, I'm going to call this, I'll call it brown. I'm going to have a lot of things brown. Let's get out of camera view though, so I don't muck that up. I've set that up again, but let's just go with brown for all these things though. Okay, that thing I want brown. Let me make sure that. Yep. Okay. Let's have a quick Shift Z and see how she's looking. I don't know about these. Might be something to work on later on though, as well. Okay, cool. Let's try adding, let's add a sun. Let's bring it out over here, out of the way. Did I move the right thing? What's going on here? I got my 3D cursor on. Yeah, you gotta remember to change those things. All right, let's make it 3 and 3 and a bit yellowish, and let's just rotate it like that. Let's just see if that does anything good for us. If it's too much, too little, a bit brighter. Okay, and what I can also do is I can decide that I don't want to do it that way. I do that. Put some other lights here and there. Okay, so let's, I'm going to do, I think I'll do a test render and I'll come back and I'll show you how it looks. Here's how it's looking so far. I think I want to change the camera. And make this, well, it is 50, eh? All right, well, we're going to zoom in anyhow. I'm just going to zoom in a bit like that. Do that. I'm going to render it again. Here's our little kitchen so far. It looks pretty nice. I'm seeing some things. First of all, obviously there's a lot of space. I have to put a lot of models in this, and I don't know how far I want to take this. A little bit further, but we're gonna cut this video very soon. This thing looks a little short to me. I think it should be higher up, so maybe I'll lengthen that. And I'm not really liking now this table top part here. I feel like it extends out far too far. It's a weird shape, but those are all small things that could be fixed. So yeah, we'll see what we come up with for the next video. Thanks for watching.